Welcome, thank you for downloading episode 141 of Suplex City Limits for Christmas 2017. All the ho-ho-hos want a piece of my North Pole. It's your boy, the King of Bong Style, Jim Vicious. He's the first Mall Santa to be fired for showing up high. My co-host.
Second Mall Santa, actually. The first one was my brother. And you can also jump on the original North Pole, the one that is up north, and get the true feeling of the North Pole and Christmas this happy holidays. Tyler Fudge.
I don't know if you're saying you have a cold dick or what.
Cold.
I suppose everyone has cold dicks a bit.
Yeah, cold. It's kind of an innie. It's small. Barely know how to use it.
Shit. Can you imagine being Mall Santa and showing up high?
Oh man, that's the only way you'd be able to do that job. Kids are fucking horrible. I gotta say this, everybody out there, fuck your kids. Sorry, no, not literally, not literally. Just your kids can go fuck themselves. That's
not fuck them.
Not fuck them, but fuck them. Yeah, but
the
fuck
great
them.
Start
No,
to...
not butt fuck them.
This is a great start to our Christmas episode.
Merry Christmas, everybody! Happy holidays.
There you go. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah. Suplex City Limits is available for listening where fine podcasts are found. You can follow me on the show Twitter at Suplex City Limit. You can follow Tyler at The Federation if you like the show and would like to support it. Buy a t-shirt, Pro Wrestling Tees, 4 designs available, sizes small to 5XL, shipping intergalactically. And you can also make a donation on Patreon and get yourself a shout out on the show, like our friends Casey, the Wrestling Soup Podcast, much love to Miss Joey and Draper, the Mizcast, infamous Chris Savage, Keith Martin, Jumpin' Jeremy Fultz, and a new one, Ian Jackson. Thank you, sir.
Oh, we're going to Jackson. Ian Jackson.
I imagine that is him. This week on the Pod Smokin'est Wrestling Pod on the Internet, the podcast of the Immortals, we'll be taking a look back at Clash of Champions, the week in wrestling. What else? We got the top 5.
We got... Yeah, that's about it, though. There's not a lot happened this week.
We got some hot takes.
We do.
We got Stu Hart's Stretcher of the Week.
We do. We got hot cakes on SmackDown, too.
There you go.
See? It just all comes full circle. All of it.
Might as well get right into it with the SCL Top 5.
Suplex City Limits Top 5.
All right, the Suplex City Limits Top 5, our top 5 favorite matches of the week. Why don't you take us through it, sir?
Sure, man. So let's see. I didn't write it down, so I'm going to be scrolling through notes for this. So fuck it. If you guys can't keep along, then I don't care. We got the first match on our top 5 will be Kevin. No, that's not it. The Usos versus Rusev and English, World's Greatest Tag Team 2.0, and the New Day at Clash of Champions, the 4-way tag match. That started off, in my opinion, a little clunky because, I don't know, it's like all 4 men are in the ring at the same time. They can only tag it seemed a little odd, but after the match started, it really fucking came to its own. Don't you think so, Jim?
You nailed that. Yeah, you nailed that right there, yeah. Started like shit, ended up pretty cool. Gable looked awesome in that match.
Gable looked awesome, and Rusev was the star.
Yeah, and also for a match that's no DQ, why would you tag?
Right. I don't understand that either, but that's WWE logic. You can't really look at that stuff and enjoy those matches in WWE.
To me, you should have just put the belt should have been put on Rusev and English. They're so over. The crowd is fucking into it, man.
And then don't get me started on how the Gable and Benjamin beat him on SmackDown. It's just like,
dude, what is going on? If you wanted to beat him and like go toward them having just put him on the night before.
Yeah. You know, like just do it. It's just your SmackDown tag titles.
That's on SmackDown, they beat the champs in a non-title match.
Yeah.
What's the point of that? That's your takeaway? Your takeaway from watching this show is like, we better go in that direction instead of the Rusev and English direction?
Right. Come on.
I don't get it, man. I don't fucking get that at all.
It does.
Oh, instead
Makes,
you have them dress up and fucking have a comedy match, which I actually didn't hate.
I didn't hate it either. People that are giving it all kinds of hate. You know what? Not to veer off from the top 5, but the hate that the WWE is receiving for making that Elf parody with Braun Strowman.
Oh, I didn't even watch it. I saw like people posting it, and I was like, it wasn't even worth
Dude, it's the
time to
greatest
watch
fucking
it,
thing I
probably.
ever watched in my life.
Oh, really?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was great because like, you got goofy looking Braun Strowman, right, with his weird deviated septum and his cross eyes and his big forehead, just looking into the camera, happy. It's the funniest fucking thing in the world. But like,
Yeah.
people are talking about how like you just killed the monster. And it's like, no, they didn't.
That's what did?
Right? Right? Like coming out of a garbage pile looking like a fucking steaming hot piece of shit. That didn't kill him, so this ain't gonna fucking kill him. Plus, all this did was make you want to see Braun Strowman in a comedy role more, so you see these little videos and you'll watch it. Maybe Braun Strowman will make it into Southpaw. Who knows? But, like, this whole deal that you can't, like, you're gonna kill him by having him do something else elsewhere. It's like, did Kiefer Sutherland get killed when he did something that was stupid and came back to 24? No, 24 still did good. You know, like shit like that. It's
an obscure
media
reference.
Well, I know
Okay.
it's all my stoned
gotcha.
mind can come up with, but I don't know. It just makes no sense. Like, why is
Yeah.
wrestling treated different than all these other mediums? You know, like
I don't know. I guess you should be way more worried about that dude like having interviews where he says like a bunch of words that a dude who looks like that shouldn't say. You know, he has these like well put together, like just obviously read promos. I mean that, or you know,
Yeah.
losing to Lesnar. I mean, I'd worry more about those things if I were them.
yeah, I agree.
If I gave a shit. Don't.
No. Okay, so let's go to the second match in our top 5. I suppose we kind of veered off there. Pete Dunne against Tyler Bate on NXT.
Dude.
That match was fantastic. Absolutely,
This is the match.
fantastic.
Yeah, match of the week, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I'd go so far as saying almost match of the month.
I mean, it was really good.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I liked it more than I did, you know, Skrull and Lethal, but
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Skrull and Lethal was really good. I forget about matches all the time. I don't even know half of the match. I don't even know the matches on the SCL awards.
yeah. Which are coming up next week, by the way.
yes,
It's a
we
good
will
time
be-
to mention.
We'll be revealing the winners of the SCL awards next week. Let's say you have until Christmas Day to vote
At mofudge.com.
at mofudge.com/SCL awards.
There you
And
go. Well, that
so-
shit's still up there. The Twitter shit ended a long time ago.
Yes. So that's in the bank. There's more voting, so you can't tell the winners just by looking at Twitter. So it's not
Yeah.
spoiled for you sons of bitches. The third
go.
match of the top 5 would be The Elite, which is Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, taking on Trent, Chucky T, and Rocky Romero on ROH.
Yeah.
That was, to me, that was every Kenny Omega Young Bucks match is just great. You know, it's
It's
fun.
exactly what I thought, dude, right? It was just like every Young Bucks 6-man tag that you've ever seen, kind of. But it was really good.
Yeah, like that interview they did with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega before, where like they reveal Kenny Omega looking like Schmeagol in the background.
Yeah.
I thought that was
don't know what the
great.
fuck. You know, I was watching this, though, and let me preface it by saying, this is one of the topics of discussion I was thinking about. I like the Bucks a lot. I think they're the tag team of the year. I think, you know, I mean, obviously, everything I say on here, I like them. But why does it go too far, man? There's like a lot of shit that they do that kind of fucking irritates me. That it's just so like over the top all the time. I don't know, man.
Well, like, give me some examples.
Their matches are just set up way more loose in the sense like, you know, there's some really cheesy like, oh, we better sell over to this spot. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like it's like too much. It's like they don't even try to make it seem
Real.
at all. Right.
Yeah, I get you there. I get you there. I don't know if it's just one of those, because like the way I go about watching wrestling, the way I go about watching movies, TV, anything, right, is it seems to be a lot different than how other people do it. I'll garner it towards my mood. Right, like if I'm in the mood for like a wrestling classic, I'm in no means going to watch a Young Bucks match. Right, if I'm in a goofy mood, I'll watch a Young Bucks match. I don't know. It kind of persuades my thinking because that's what I wanted to see at that time. I'm not forcing myself to sit through a comedy match when I really would like to see a barn burner. I just take them as they are, but I don't know. I know exactly what you mean by how they don't seem to be real enough.
I think it's the same beef that people have with lucha. Me being a lucha nerd, I hear from a lot of people that they hate about lucha. The very obvious standing in position for dives. Yeah, all that shit. And I get it, but maybe it's just a similar thing. But they take it really far, man. They take it about as far as you can go. Where it's like, I'm watching it, and I'm like, yeah, well, part of me feels like it's silly, but I don't know. I guess it's where we're going. I'm not going to be an angry old man about it,
You mean you're not going to be Jim Cornette?
Right. I'm not going to sit and say, fuck the Young Bucks. Although years ago, I think I did. I think if you look back years ago on this show, I probably was more grumpy Cornette than I am now.
The weed has rewired your brain.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's go with the fourth match in the top 5, which would have been Team Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly against Sanity, which was Eric Young and Killian Dane, which is from Scotland, right?
God damn it. You fucked up. He's from Belfast, Northern Ireland. Get out of here.
Oh, fuck. God, what is... Doesn't he have a... Oh, no, it's Nikki Cross that has the Scottish flag.
He's the beast from Belfast. Yeah. He's the beast from Belfast,
God
dude.
Damn it. I'm gonna get an angry tweet again on Christmas now.
From all of our Irish people, yeah. And probably the Scottish people, too.
I'll fucking block every one of you on Christmas morning. If you ruin my Christmas morning with geography, I will block every one of you until the next day.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
This was a really good match, I like Sanity.
I do too. Killian Dane, they've made Killian Dane into a star.
Yeah.
Or, well, he's on his way to being a star. He needs to break out from Sanity, if you ask me, if he's going to be a star. I think if you keep him crazy in there, there's only a ceiling he can go to. He needs to turn on Sanity at some point in time. If he's going to go for it.
You can't bring him up, though. You can't bring that guy up and have him, fucking talking into the microphone all the time and doing fucking scripted promos.
No. That's a WWE thing that they need to figure out, and I don't fucking care because my obvious thing would be give him a mouthpiece, give him a manager. But, I mean, they'll only have one manager in the world, and that's Paul Heyman. So, fuck them.
Yeah.
If they can't get out of their own way enough to do it, then, I really don't care. You know what I mean?
Well, they just with everybody, though.
Point with WWE.
They just now on NXT they just had Almas in broken English trying to read some fucking promo just a couple of weeks ago down there. So I mean it's as bad down there as it is on the main roster.
Yeah, and you got Selena Vega literally 2 fucking feet away from him.
Yeah, I know. I was taking notes about how NXT is smart and they're not going to have him talk. She's going to do all of it here, and then they gave it to him anyway. Well, that'd be like fucking somebody that's managed by Jimmy Hart doing an in-ring promo. Doesn't make any sense.
One of Gary Hart's boys, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It makes no fucking sense.
That's a topic of discussion I want to have, but we can probably get to it later because we're in the top 5 here. But things happening in the ring that should not happen in the ring, like play performances. I don't like that shit. If you're addressing the crowd, then yes, come out and stand in the ring with a microphone. But when it's not even, it's between 2 people on microphones, I don't get it.
You're talking about the whole Jerry Springer fiasco. Why would they go out in front of everybody to air their dirty laundry?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's it's something you're just gonna have to give in wrestling. But this week I was baked out watching, and I was like, I fucking don't like this. It's like a shitty play at that point, right? It reminds me too much of that South Park episode about WWE, which nails it,
South Park's everything, nails it all the time. It's like they done this Human Centipede episode for end user agreements, and this week everybody's up in arms for end user agreements, right? Like there's a lot of people over in Silicon Valley that are giving up smartphones because they've gotten too smart, and they know what the other companies can do with them, so they're just not going to use them. And it's like South Park talked about this and warned us about this like 6 years ago.
No, I don't know. I just fucking hate that shit. It's
Well, yeah,
just like
I agree though. I agree.
Play
with you.
stuff.
Like if it
yeah.
took place backstage, maybe like out in front of the audience, though, it just backstage is a different story.
Weird.
It just makes no sense.
Just like WWE, watching it this week and stuff. Like, if you're given, if you were like, tomorrow we're making you the head guy, you're going to decide everything. How many things you'd have a list like miles long of shit to change.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! It's just like I hate so much about their stuff now. Like I can't even fucking. It's getting so fucking dark too lately. It's just like everything sucks on there pretty much.
Well, like I was.
And it's like, God damn it.
I came into this week in my head knowing how Randall felt when he left. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I understand, Randall, why you left this fucking show, because
he left at this time of year, right?
Yeah.
Next week is your 1 year anniversary. Because there's this like dead period through Thanksgiving and Christmas where WWE just like tanks it hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks kind of all the time, but it really sucks then.
It's
at least you got like the Royal Rumble coming up. I mean, that's something.
Well, Wrestle Kingdom is the only thing that's keeping my head afloat. That and Christmas, So.
That and Christmas. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So, what the fuck else did we have here? This is the longest top 5 ever.
The last thing on the top 5 would be the Addiction and Coast to Coast.
Oh yeah, this. I don't know. This is all right.
Yeah, it's there because it's placeholder. We'll call it placeholder top 5.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I mean, what else are you gonna put from Clash of Champions?
Right?
Like this.
We're going to
I didn't think
put
that's
Corbin in
anything.
a top 5 match? No. Jinder Mahal in the top 5? No.
People were like, "Wow, that match, that 3-way was like, well, that wasn't that, that bad." But we expected a fucking abortion completely. So
Yeah, I mean,
the fact that it was like a decent match was like, oh.
you can hide a lot of flaws in a 3-way match, especially with workers like Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler in there. Because Bobby Roode might not be the most exciting wrestler, but he's sound. And sound means a lot, especially now. There's one problem I have with that 3-way, and we'll get into it when we get into Clash of Champions, I suppose. But
Yeah. So there's a top 5.
yeah, fuck Coast to Coast. Hopefully they're breaking up. Cause
Dude, what is going on? Like
the Rocky Maivia guy is pretty fucking, like he makes me scream this on the top of my lungs.
Gay!
Cut your hair, motherfucker.
Somebody went back in time to like 1992 fucking WCW and just like stole those guys.
Right? Even the name Coast to Coast. It's like
it just sucks. Everything about it sucks.
Yeah. Now if this tag team probably came out like 20 years ago, they'd probably call him like Ebony and Ivory. Or Ebony and Off Ivory. Because he's not quite white.
Yeah, I don't know. They just seem like a throwaway fucking jobber tag team.
Yeah.
And if they separate these guys, the one dude, I barely remember anything about him. The darker guy.
yeah. The one that did the promo at the end.
He looked like he had a physique. He delivered well, it was shitty, but, he looked like he had some potential. The other dude, I mean, I guess I didn't really pay much attention to their work, but the other guy look-wise, I was like,
Right? That Fu Manchu on the top of his head, man, it gotta go. It's gotta go. Nobody's gonna take you seriously like that, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Clash of Champions.
I suppose.
Let's just get through that. I forgot about it until today. You mentioned it. I was like, oh, we got to talk about it. Are we sure we didn't talk about that already?
I'm pretty sure Clash of Champions was last weekend or this weekend. Or, the last Sunday
I don't even know.
The last Sunday we experienced in life. I think that was then.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
It was, but it's so like, it was so just, nah.
Yeah, it was a nothing show. Like
just a waste of time, in my opinion.
The matches weren't, completely horrible, but I mean, there was some stuff that really lulled the place out. Like we started with the 3-way, the Ziggler, Baron Corbin, and Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin, with all the luck in the world, loses again. Dolph Ziggler becomes U.S. champion, which makes no goddamn sense.
I do, yeah. Why? And they're like, oh, we can just, we can do whatever we want to do. So, somebody made a lot of money on that because there was betting odds on that were absurd.
Yeah,
And if you put money down on that, like, how do you not do that? If you got a job tomorrow in WWE wrestling, and there was betting odds on your shit, I would definitely be asking, you could, imagine how many people you could help. You could just be like, dude, bet on it. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, and
there's the booking.
There is websites where they look for it, and you'll look on like a Sunday afternoon. All of a sudden, there'll be floods of votes for somebody, and it's like, that's the smart money right there. That's the WWE guys voting right there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could run quite the fucking racket doing that.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure somebody does it.
Is that even against, like, is that even illegal? It can't be. Because you shouldn't be betting on wrestling any fucking way.
It's like betting on a fucking movie. It makes no sense.
I mean, if you want to, like, bet, with your friends or something, whatever, I mean, I guess. Like, when I was a kid, my wrestling upbringing was watching wrestling with my grandfather, and then, secondly, my uncle. But he would get every pay-per-view, and they would, like, bet a quarter every match.
Really?
It was like, whatever.
That's pretty cool.
It's make it fun, I guess, but I don't know.
I like our little thing where we got like this friendly rivalry where who can pick the perfect pay-per-view.
Except we ended up tied.
We did tie this week, but we're also running the fucking gamut over in Cool Kids.
Oh, we fucking 1 and 2, dude. I hit 1, you hit 2.
Yeah.
It was like
people asking for recounts. It's like, no man, we're just that good. We're just that good.
Stoned motherfuckers over there at SCL fucking dominated the pool.
Yeah. And I breezed through that pool too. It was like not even thinking. It's like boom, 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 done.
Killed it. But yeah, we tied, so that's weird because no one picked Ziggler to win.
Exactly. We got everything
because
right.
Why would
this fucking weird ass match?
Getting into it though, after like as the show drew closer, I was like, dude, I started thinking that way. I was like, God damn it. People were kind of saying, like, what if they just put it on Ziggler again? Like, oh, God.
I know, but it just makes no sense, so why would you pick it?
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
right. It's the worst idea of any option in that match that you could have done. That was, like, the worst one.
Like, it could have been the great...
Well, it could have been worse if he pinned Rude, I guess.
Yeah, well...
That would have made it worse.
It would have... I assume... Because, like, to me, I figured Baron Corbin's going to win because it's WWE. They love the fucking guy. And then I wanted Bobby Roode to win, though. Like if I was booking that match, I would book Bobby Roode to win.
Well, I picked Roode because he's the only guy in the match with like a semblance of being over.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it doesn't take much to be more over than fucking Dolph Ziggler or Baron Corbin. Holy shit.
Yeah. And my one beef, though, with this match is how Bobby Roode is a babyface. But before he goes for the pin, he'll pander to the crowd and do the glorious. And it's like, man, you're supposed to be the smart guy, not the idiot. The bad guy's supposed to be the idiot.
He should still be a heel, but,
yes.
What are you going to do?
Yes, he should be. But he's still, doing his mannerisms like he's a heel, and it makes him look stupid because he could win the match by pinning right now or doing his finisher. Instead, he's pandering to the crowd.
Yeah. Well, now he's nothing. Like we said, there was some depth to the character in NXT. And now he's just like, as if you just watch WWE, what is he? He's nothing.
He's that glorious guy with the robe. He's that guy that wears Ric Flair shit.
Yeah, he shows up, and he does the glorious, and then what? He's had a couple of lines back and forth with guys. You don't know anything about these fucking people, man.
And I know. Well,
I don't know if this is maybe a bad time, but this is one of the other topics I wanted to talk about. Characters. And how there are a lack of characters in wrestling today.
I've got a great example of this, okay? You know how much we hate Mojo Rawley?
Yeah.
The guy releases a YouTube video cutting a promo on Zack Ryder. It is one of the best promos I've heard all year. Why? Because he can fucking... He's an athlete. He grew up trash-talking people. He knows how to do it. but yet WWE gives him a script. So you give him his phone in his own little rinky-dink basement, and he can cut a promo on Zack Ryder talking about how he can't win the big one. It's just, why isn't that on TV? Why is that on social media?
Well, Baron Corbin, he did that too with The Miz, right? He just sold with his own, and it still sucked, but it was like the least sucky of promos he's ever done.
Yeah, but like I retweeted it. Go to my Twitter page after we're done and watch this Mojo Rawley video. It's like a minute. It's fucking amazing.
I've heard of it. I've heard about it. People are talking about it. That's pretty interesting.
And that could add to his character. Back to, to bring us back to our point.
Speaking of that match, that was on the kickoff show.
Yes.
I have a fun drinking game for everybody in the future. If Zack Ryder ever has a match on TV again, it's a drinking game where every time his head hits the mat and it leaves some spray on hair on the mat, you take a shot. Pretty fun game.
Some spray on tan, you mean, not spray on hair?
No, his is spray on hair.
Is it really?
It's not tan. It's black hair where his back of his head hits the fucking mat. They used it in. Oh yeah, dude. They used it in the promo for that too. Like coming into that match, who could fucking? Oh yeah, where Mojo choke slams him or whatever. It's perfect. Like it leaves just a black circle right on the fucking mat, dude.
Wow.
In this match too, I mean, he gets slammed down and leave black marks all over the fucking mat.
That's madness. I didn't watch the pre-show, but yeah.
Well, I don't blame you.
Yeah. I mean,
But that's a new fun game you can play at home.
if Zack Ryder ever has another match, that's a good.
Yeah.
I would imagine though, because Triple H talked about saying like people would be going back to NXT and it wouldn't be considered a demotion.
Yeah, right. It's not considered demotion. Yeah,
know,
tell
right?
yourself that.
I know. Like Zack Ryder, I see as being one of those.
He already did.
Yeah,
that's
well,
where he he
put
went
him
down
back
there, and it's like fucking vacation in Mexico. You go there and you fucking pick up a disease and you bring it back. That was Mojo Rawley. He went down there and he fucking got stuck with this guy. Like, goddamn, who are they gonna stick him with this time when he goes down there?
Wow.
Caesar Bunani or something.
Bunani.
Some other sack of fucking dog shit.
Yeah, one of the Sabatelli for sure.
Oh, fuck. We'll talk
For
about that when we get
sure.
to NXT, I guess.
Yeah, no, let's get back to you. Should we get back to your character thing or go into more of that later on?
Well, I mean, we make the rules around here. Fuck it. The character thing, man. I don't know, just that was another thing that kind of came to me this week. Is there's not a lot of characters in wrestling left, man. Like, who are...
Yeah.
Like, if you had to really tell somebody, like, if somebody, it was like, what's the deal with this guy? You know, what's the deal with Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
What would you say? What would you say?
The only thing I can say is what they've revealed in storylines. You know what I mean? Like, that he turned on his friends. He was a piece of shit. He said John really funny. And
John.
He's got a tiny dick.
I mean, there's not anything you can say about that. I was talking about this with Jared. Shout out, Jared. Last night, and just like, what the fucking, he doesn't like Lucha Underground, and that's fine. But I was talking about the lizard guys from Lucha Underground. I could tell you something about those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, they're part of a lizard tribe that dates back thousands of years, and this chick over here, she fucking runs it. They're trying to get this other dude, back in the fucking thing. So then they got, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can talk about. And just characters in general. There's not. Like, Undisputed Era. What is it? What are these guys? Who are they?
Yeah, right.
They're just dudes.
There's 3 dudes.
There's a lot of first name, last name dudes who just want to be like the cool guy.
Yep.
And that's like a thing in wrestling where it's like everyone just wants to be this fucking cool guy. And this is like a first name and a last name. And there's nothing to that. That's not a fucking like Great Kabuki or something who just had his last fucking match yesterday in Japan.
I don't want to be the the horrible guy, but man, does
I'm
he
sure it's
look
dog
bad.
shit. He's 70-some years old, dude.
This like watching him in that ring. To me, it was like, oh, they shouldn't let this happen. You know what I mean? Like, this should
Well, I agree.
happen.
You shouldn't be allowed to fucking wrestle that long.
No.
But no less. Yeah, he had 53 years of the business, dude.
Wow.
53, evidently. I saw something like that. He's like 70 fucking whatever years old.
That's madness, though. It
Yeah.
really
Yeah, it
is
is.
madness.
But I'm saying, like, if you go back and, like, that character was fucking cool. When I was a kid, characters, like, even, like, you didn't even know much about them, but, like, look, Liger or a fucking Muda, dudes like that they're characters. Now there's no characters anymore.
Yeah.
WWE is the worst of it. It's at least, like, and I think that maybe that's something that, you get in, like, a Dalton Castle or something. Like, that's something. That's
Exactly.
a character. There's entertaining shit there.
Like, you can even
But-
go so far as to say Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
Now
Yeah.
is a character. Like to go
Absolutely.
back to like even like what we were talking about with the Young Bucks. Their matches, they lack psychology, but they're uber characters.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
character in wrestling goes hand in hand with work rate, if you ask me.
That's why I like Lucha Underground so much.
Yeah.
Is fucking the best characters in wrestling.
Yeah. What did they do to Vanilla Ricochet? Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They turned him into a puma. Did it look gay? Yeah. Yeah.
Did he look like a fag? Yeah, but did it better.
But it was better than Vanilla Ricochet.
Well, yeah, right. I don't know. This is something that's like WWE. It's always just first name, last name dudes, and what are they? What is Apollo Crews? Besides working indies in the UK now.
Yeah. He's just a happy dude.
They care so little about that dude that they'll fucking send him off to do indie shows.
Yep. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you guys can have him. That's cool. We're not doing anything with him
Yeah, and where is this? PCW or something like that?
I have fucking no idea.
Like, I've never even heard of that place.
Yeah, he's probably happy to just fucking get away from all the bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my flippy shit.
Yeah, actually do something for a change. Anyway, women's lumberjack match.
Oh yeah, we were doing Clash of Champions, weren't we?
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
That's how it goes. We're gonna put all the show within this. So by the last match, it'll be the end of the show. We'll have to put all our other segments in here. No, we should accelerate our pace probably. Women's lumberjack match. I thought it sucked. They all had entrances, which I was fucking irritated by.
Oh, was that ever horrible? At least they put the Riot Squad all in one entrance.
Well, that's true. Charlotte goes for a moonsault into a crowd of like 7 women. Hits 0 of them.
She might have grazed her ass against one person's stomach. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's being generous. What a horrible fucking moonsault that is. That moonsault is nice if you stopped it as like a cliffhanger to like, did she hit him? Tune in next bad time on same bad channel, right? And then it comes and you're just disappointed because they never die, right? Or they never get in trouble.
Yeah. At what point do we start calling people on all their shit, right? Natty's really good, and Charlotte, she's really good, and like, well, what the fuck then?
Yeah, why is this happening? Another thing.
Does every match in WWE suck for women? But anyway.
But like, why does Natty look more and more like a cat every time I see her?
Oh, dude.
Dude, this
she
is
looks
disgusting. This is getting gross. Like, I don't like this. Like, there's something wrong upstairs. Like, all that crack that Neidhart did for years has seriously fucked something up for her.
Dude, she's gonna end up like, have you ever seen that guy? It's like a dude, but it turned his whole face into like a fucking tiger face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like whiskers fucking shoved through his face.
Or like that chick from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Dennis's ex-wife. She turns more and more.
Oh, right.
Right?
Yeah,
man,
there you go.
Weird. It's so weird. I don't like it.
Speaking of quick side note on that, what the fuck is wrong with her parents? Are they like the dumbest motherfuckers ever, or what? Natty's parents?
Yeah, well, like...
What the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, they're just fucking imbeciles, both of them. Like, they just... Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know. She is... Like, the mother, whoever the fuck she is, Stu's daughter, It's probably just like the living embodiment of Stu Hart in a female form. If it looks like him, you know. So,
Sounds like him.
and then you got Jim Neidhart, who probably just fell in love with Stu, and decided to marry the Stu lookalike that, on top of it, had a pussy. So cool. And but like living with Stu would cause anybody to go insane. So Jim started doing.
Get a pussy now.
I don't have to fuck any more assholes, You know, titty fuck if I wanna, you know.
I've got a pussy too.
Look at my pussy. Bray Wyatt made his entrance.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know. There's something
She owns the house that they live in because. Do you remember hearing about, like, they let their other house basically, like, fall to complete fucking disrepair?
Well, yeah, that was on his first season of Total Divas, wasn't it?
I never did see that, but I heard about it. It was like squalor, wasn't it? It was like...
Yeah, they couldn't live there anymore. It was just, like, gone. It was like...
Was there footage on there?
I don't think so, but I don't know.
But, like, she buys in this house in Florida... And, like, she goes over there, and it's just fucked. They're just, like, idiots, both of them. Like, oh, my God, yeah. Just, I don't understand these people.
No, I think it's just too many drugs. Too many drugs.
They're just fucking the house up, and they're like, they've got this dog, and the dog is, like, they're not supposed to even have a dog, but they do. And, like, that just shits and pisses around because, hold on, check this out. He is the neighborhood security guy. So Jim the Anvil Neidhart rolls around in a golf cart with a fucking German Shepherd in the neighborhood stopping crime. He's going to stop crime.
Wow. Like, wow.
That dude's hardly even fucking sentient at this point, honestly. He is, dude. He's, like, not even fucking together anymore. Oh my God. He's going to fucking crash into somebody or... have some, like, fucking old SummerSlam flashbacks or something and give some woman a fucking
his
body slam.
Laughing.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine just walking down past that guy in the street and he's just laughing, stroking his beard, just like...
Jim the Anvil Neidhart. If Jim the Anvil Neidhart lived in my neighborhood, I'd want to be friends with him.
Oh, man,
Go
I
hang
would
out
try
and drink
to.
beer with him and shit.
I think that would be frowned upon to drink beer with Jim Neidhart these days. Isn't he supposed to be, like...
Oh, is he?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I don't know if he is, I guess.
Oh, he probably isn't. I mean, have you seen the way that guy shake? Like, his head's on a swivel. It's like, what the fuck's going on?
We take the opportunity of Natalia and Charlotte match to just shit on her parents for, like, fucking
Okay, well, let's
minutes.
veer back to the match. What about Liv Morgan hitting her own partner in the back of the head in the scrummage?
And, like, and not even really, though.
No, I know. So
Not only
lightly.
did she hit her partner, but she also, like, delivered the worst fucking running forearm I've ever seen.
To the point where Becky Lynch has to retweet it.
Yeah, you couldn't even call that a Pearl Harbor. You know, that'd be like if all the Japs fucking crashed into the ocean before they got there, that'd be a Pearl Harbor.
Yeah. If they were carrying pearls and fell into the harbor.
Yeah, maybe. Charlotte wins, and then what was with this Natalia interview at the end? Can you tell me anything about this?
She was going to retire for a second. I was getting really excited, and then she turned heel on the crowd.
Yeah, it's like she did a heel turn when she was already heel. Like, what are we watching? What's happening in this company, dude?
It just screamed. Like, it goes, unless they're going to make, like, the fact that she's looking more and more like a cat every week into her character, and
like crazy cat lady.
Yeah, and her mentality is getting closer and closer to just being absolute crazy. Because, like, we've all met the crazy cat lady, right? Like, every town everybody had that neighbor, you know, the weird one. Ours was super weird. Lady, I got chased with a broom.
There's this lady here. We used to deliver papers in the country. You know, like, so you'd go out and drive in this, like, right-hand drive car and put it all out there. When I was a little kid, and there was this house where the lady had her whole yard covered in carpet. Like, various chunks of carpet from houses covering her whole yard, and then she had, like, a zillion fucking cats. And I guess it was so they didn't get their feet muddy. I don't know. Either regardless, but it was fucked up.
Wow.
She had, like, fucking... all this like shag carpet her whole fucking yard.
That's so fucking
That was the
weird.
crazy cat lady here. So
Wow. That's
I think that'd be
madness.
great for her actually. Like she should just be a crazy cat lady, but I don't think that's what she's going for.
No,
She did
that's
a
the
double
thing.
heel turn, dude.
Yeah, she pulled the Big Show without turning face.
So I know that a lot of people have, everyone turns face to heel or heel to face, but what if I did heel to heel?
Yeah, and then just got more heelish every time I turned heel.
Yeah,
And I looked more
Like-
and more like a cat.
it's like heelception.
Yeah, it's the only thing that gets Tyson hard. So she's starting to look more and more like a cat.
Did you see this? It was that or fucking start looking like Cesaro. And she
Yeah,
was like,
beat his teeth up, wear a mouth guard. I bet you that's happened, though.
Did you watch Total Divas this week?
No, I haven't watched Total Divas all season long, but
You're
I
missing
bet
out.
you. What's that?
You're missing out.
Oh, man, I feel like I have been. I do want to see Maurice eat some meat, a.k.a. my dick.
Okay. Okay. Slow down here. Hey.
I'm sorry. I can't.
I did
remember what
watch
was
that
going on.
episode. If we have time later, and I'm sure we're not, because I have a hard out about and a hard on about 2 hours worth today, and we're moving at a glacial pace. Although I'm just thought about the fact that after we have our break, our mid-show break, I can get some fucking eggnog from the fridge and kick this Christmas show all the way up.
There you go.
But yeah, that sucked. What else we got here?
Bludgeon Brothers
Gender.
and Brazango.
Oh yeah.
What was Jinder? What did Jinder do?
Oh, it was just that backstage thing. The Sings with Dasha Bot 5000. And he doesn't. He sucks so much that like the Sings have to do his promos and shit backstage.
And for a little while, his promos were becoming okay.
Yeah.
But like then he did that whole super fucking Mike Tenay promo on Shinsuke Nakamura, and then
Mike Tenay promo.
yeah, he always calls it the Orient. So,
Oh,
right. So basically, he after that is like his promos just died.
I thought that wasn't cool anymore to say like Oriental.
That's what I mean. I don't. He might not say it anymore, but I mean, he said it for years, for so long. Like 2004, he was still saying it in TNA.
You have 7 months of fashion files finally pay off here. Like a 10-second squash match.
Wow, how fucking shit has like I don't know. I don't like they're doing the right thing with the Bludgeon Brothers, in my opinion. Except for like the whole outfits and stuff, but
Except for the too dark entrance, carrying hammers, the shitty the shitty promos.
yeah,
Other than that, though,
the matches are
Nailed it.
The matches are nailed. Right on. Okay, cool. The matches are cool, but no, everything else just reeks of high heaven.
it looks like what their fucking gear looks like. If your grandma was like, "Well, I can make you a that guy's costume for Halloween,"
Yeah,
and she makes you a Kane costume, and you get it, and you're like, "This it doesn't look like Kane. This sucks."
It's like, Mom, why do I have to wear this? Because your grandmother spent a lot of time.
Yeah. So at the end of this, I'm going to quote this because last week I wanted to talk about it and I didn't have a quote. So, the future holds more bludgeoning, more pain, more fear. The end of the beginning of the end. Harper Rowan Blood Brothers.
The end of the beginning of the end.
And they were wutted the entire way. So,
And as you can expect, I mean, it's the promos themselves are nothing. I don't think that Harper's the one you want to have a mic. You know what I mean? He's never really been a mic guy. At least not that I've ever seen. But
dude, the people aren't wrong in this instance. A lot of times they're not, right? It sucks. Everyone knew this was going to suck before it even happened. It was like the fucking Shining Stars.
Yeah.
It's like whenever this happens, it's going to be awful. Dead on arrival. And this was the same thing, dead on arrival.
Yeah.
It's not going to go anywhere. And it's not even these guys' fault. It's their fault.
No, and you know what? And I don't think a part of it is too. just repackaging a tag team like Harper and Rowan.
Yeah.
Is you're asking for people to not care about it because it's something they've seen for years, and you keep on coming back to it, and it's just never anything any good. So.
And also, when you don't fucking have any backstory, what happened? Why?
Yeah,
why did this happen?
Why are these guys back? Why did he stop being a vintner? Right? Like, did his company fold?
Yeah.
Did his
if you're going to show
bad?
vignettes every week too, what does them go the beginning of the end and the end of the and hitting a camera? What did those vignettes do for you? Nothing. What you could have been doing is setting this up with them coming together or something happening. Anything, a fucking story.
Yeah. Give me like some weird backstory on how Harper and Rowan met when they were 6 and like killed a deer. You know what I mean?
No, you lost me.
Oh man. No, just like a little video of 2 kids. The redheaded
with
one
beards.
Yeah.
Beards.
Yeah. The redheaded guy, the lead villain from Sonic, runs in, kills a deer or kills a hedgehog, if you will. That would pop me really hard actually if Rowan kills a hedgehog. It just goes from there. Fuck them.
Oh fuck! But they could have done something to where some kind of a story. I don't care what it is. But that's just how they do things, why are these guys together? Why are they the Bludgeon Brothers? I think we have the best theory because no one knows what they are. But I think they're LARPers, man.
I think so.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
It's Monday. What time is it? What happens on whatever Luke Harper says on Twitter. He's going LARPing. That's what time it is. It's LARP time.
Yeah. We have 2 refs in a match here. Which I thought was a very Impact thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I took a listen to Lance Storm's podcast because I felt like being bored for an hour and a half.
You know me paint to watch dry?
Yeah, exactly. So like he said it perfectly. It's like, this is a television match. This is not a pay-per-view match. This is a match that you do on television to lead to something at the pay-per-view. Instead, we got it on a pay-per-view.
And you were kind of, like, hey, let's see what happens with this story. I'm kind of into this story. By the time they got to SmackDown, like, what? This is... Now you got to admit, this is nothing. This is dog shit at this point, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Okay. Okay, because you were in for a little bit.
Yeah. Yep. I think
you were just hopeful.
I'm still in kind of on the Daniel Bryan side because I do feel like he's doing a good job with it. But... other than that, the whole thing is flawed as fuck.
On Tuesday, it was like, that's how you're going to keep this going? Like, what the fuck was that? Like, that was dog shit, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, okay then. That was the end of it, basically.
Yeah. Let bygones be
well, all right
bygones.
then. Yeah. That's fucking so dumb. Oh, my God. This is getting
But
too much.
this match here, you had Daniel Bryan get pushed. It interferes with Shane's count. And this leads to Shane not counting a 3 and Daniel Bryan doing a fast count. So now you had Shane reeking of the heel and Daniel Bryan just doing the right thing. And then they go to SmackDown and it's like, oh, I watched it. Sorry, right?
So I tweeted that out, that having 2 refs in a match is a very Impact thing to do. And tons of people liked it. Everybody was like, yeah, fuck Impact. But one person was very mad about this.
Oh, one of those Impact truthers.
And I didn't fucking really go back because I was like, I'm not going to sit and deal with this idiot. But I did take screenshots of his wall, of his posts. He doesn't have a ton. But I do have those, and we could have an interesting little Mark Tank if you want.
Oh, should I play the music?
Just fucking do it, right? We're doing the segments inside of...
Mark is a guy that pays his last $20 on crack cocaine. Mark is a guy that believes that OJ didn't do it. Is each and every one of you son of a fucking bitches!
Because I gotta fucking just call this kid out. He's a fucking idiot.
Good. I can't wait.
It's pretty dumb. So basically, he was like, why you always try to compare the companies? And he doesn't even follow us, and he has 4 followers. And I'm like, fuck, dude, really?
It's probably an
off,
account made by Twitter by Impact.
His picture is the Impact Wrestling logo with a maple leaf. His profile picture is... Oh, that was the cover picture, that one. I'm sorry. The profile picture is #Impact Wrestling. The name is Impact Fan for Life. And the @ is @Wrestling Fandom, if you want to fucking... He follows nobody, and he has 4 followers, this guy.
What?
It probably is from them, right?
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. That's probably like some kind of bot one made by Impact to try to garner.
Bot?
Yeah. You know how smart bots are these days? You know how many...
Yeah.
There's so many people on Twitter that are just bots. So
Yeah.
many.
This could be. He kept calling us etards. Is that like retards online?
I don't know.
Etards? I guess that's what it is. No, that's what it is. It should be like anything, it's online. So etard. Classic. Anyway. Just some of the shit that he said to other, his posts.
No,
not even his
actually,
replies.
an etard is someone whose brain is fried from taking too much ecstasy.
Well, I think he meant it the other way.
Well, this guy is still an idiot.
I don't think I've talked to...
He's a bot that hasn't learned how to use Urban Dictionary yet.
I don't think we've ever talked about doing ecstasy on this show.
No, I've never done ecstasy before.
I didn't either, because I wouldn't want to hang out with people who do that, right?
No, I've hung out with people on E, and you know what, guys? You're all fucking annoying.
I want to do E and then go in in a fucking smelly club and listen to dog shit music all night.
Yeah, to smell your armpits, especially when all your ladies didn't shave them because they're too fucking up much on E, and it feels nice.
Shit literally burns holes in your fucking brain.
Yeah.
This guy says, "Get your own talent, WWE. Can't even properly use the ones they have. I know Impact is better, but the real EC3 @ Fight Bobby and Eddie Edwards is ours."
Oh man, if that is a bot, it's a poorly made bot.
You think it's a bot?
I don't know. The fact that it doesn't follow anybody and has 4 followers. Who is 4 followers?
Says he's from Wisconsin.
Yeah, but he could have gotten that just by learning about that 70s show as a bot.
Yeah, you know who else is from Wisconsin?
Mr. Karate.
Oh, really? Our boy Yuck Nasty is from Wisconsin.
There you go. Oh, no.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You just remember that you have it. Oh, yeah, I got a soundboard. Oh, no, you've been using it for the songs. Never mind. He says, real sad and he makes sure to tag everybody. He's very diligent about his tagging. Real sad that After Talk is Jericho podcast with Cyrus and Scott D'Amore, the sheets are making up stories and putting out negative pieces, like why certain people left or continuing with certain people leaving. Yeah, what else are you going to talk about with Impact?
Yeah, I mean, that's what's happening. People are leaving because, Cyrus and D'Amore could turn it around to a point where it's a watchable show. But
yeah.
I'm not going to watch it until Jim tells me, "Hey, Tyler, Impact's actually really good."
So, Impact last week had the lowest fucking ratings it's had, ever, I guess. Did you hear that too?
No, but I assume it because
it's basically the lowest ever last week when they put the belt on Laurel Van Ness. I can't even fucking get that out without laughing. Oh my god, you put that on over Rosemary. You fucking oh my god, are you demented? Anyway. And then this week was the first of 2 2-hour recaps of 2017. This week and next week they have fucking best of shows.
How does Impact have 4 hours of best of 2017?
Well, that's not even. They're not best of shows. They're just of shows.
Are they literally called of shows or?
No, they're called best of shows or
Okay.
recaps or like 20. All I saw was like, oh, 2017 was an exciting year. Josh Matthews, like, oh god,
For my
like, this is a
podcast about
recap
being a
show.
metrosexual.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Let's see. He's really mad also about Wrestle Talk TV.
what's Wrestle Talk TV? I don't even know.
It's some British fucking YouTube wrestling channel.
Okay.
Support SCL. Show us your tits. Anyone who watches them will know what I just parried there. Okay, anyway. He's mad that they used the silhouettes of EC3 and Eddie Edwards on their video thumbnails about people leaving soon.
Man, this guy, if he's not a bot, he's a guy that has never had his dick touched once, ever.
Yeah. Not promoting, but how stupid is what culture? This is why he got some link. Anyway, Anthem has money. Even Chris Jericho says it on Talk is Jericho with Cyrus and Scott D'Amore. Why would they sell, and how will it make WWE cool? I don't know.
To me, that one, was there something that he didn't write? Like, did he miss something in his sentence?
There was like a YouTube video there.
Oh, okay.
This is in response to me. Unlike those dummies at What Culture, they think Anthem is for sale, even though they are wealthy and thriving. And also think that buying Impact will make WWE cool.
First, I doubt WWE will ever buy Impact.
I was waiting for the tape library. If they buy it, they'll buy it at the bargain basement price. They'll get it at when it does go down, because it's going to happen. And they'll buy the shit and they'll use it for their video, like when they do like Samoa Joe fucking DVDs and shit, and AJ Styles DVDs.
Yeah.
But maybe they throw it up on there too. Who knows?
Well,
that'd be cool.
Now, mind you, I do like what they're doing with the Impact streaming site, like they're getting like Border City Wrestling and like Smash Wrestling from Canada on there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, so far there's not enough to really stand out, especially where TNA doesn't even do like their pay-per-views on it. So it's like, you want me to buy your streaming service and then buy your pay-per-views?
Yeah, you do like what, 2 a fucking year anyway.
Yeah, it's like, why aren't they just going to be on your streaming service so that people have a reason to buy your streaming service?
Who are these people, right? I mean, who's paying money to watch these Impact pay-per-views?
I doubt.
I mean, they're out there.
These
guys.
People. I doubt they get 5,000 people.
Well, that's why they're not on traditional pay-per-view anymore, because you have to get at least 5,000 people, I think.
Really?
I think I've heard that that's like a minimum for pay-per-view.
Fair enough.
Or there are minimum numbers and they wouldn't get it. Anyway.
So what are they?
They are wealthy.
Do they do iPay-per-view? Yeah, just on Fight TV, hey?
Yeah, Fight, yeah. They are wealthy and thriving, he says. They have the worst rating ever. The country's in our country's in a tailspin. Their company is in a tailspin.
Well, like, you got when you look at Anthem though, they do own the Fight Network. They own a bunch of TV stations here in Canada. They're not going to be going out of business anytime soon. Impact itself is a fledgling company, but it's like Sinclair Broadcasting owning ROH. ROH is never going to, like Sinclair's not going to run out of money, but ROH could not make enough money to stay afloat, so they'll get rid of it. The same thing could happen with Impact, right? But
the difference
not
there is
go out of business.
Ring of Honor just had their best year ever, and Impact just had their worst year ever. So
you mean like their 4 worst years ever in a row?
He says also, wasn't NXT supposed to be on TV? All I saw was Thor. WWE must have pulled out because he did. It started at 6 my time. It started an hour earlier than your usual WWE programming. So that's what he comes to. This guy comes to the idea that they must have just decided to not do it.
Yeah.
Because he's an hour late.
And then, and then the ratings for NXT comes out, and they get 841,000 viewers, which trumps Impact's like highest one this year at like close to 300,000.
Well, this last one was like fucking, I think a little over 100,000 or something.
That's the usual number.
Oh, maybe it was lower than that then.
But yeah.
That's weak. Anyway, this guy's a fucking idiot. But that's like, maybe you don't see this because, you know, there's not a lot of those people up there. But this is like half of our country right now, kind of, with politics. It's the same thing. It's like their ideas are just fucking insanity. Like the idea, like, oh, they must have pulled it. You know, what would lead you to believe that? I don't know. Maybe you didn't know what time it was fucking on, you dummy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've got to bring up something that while I was going through my Facebook, I seen, and it involves you.
Oh God, is it something I want on the podcast? Probably.
No, this was something that you said to a guy.
Oh, okay.
Or a girl, I don't know. I didn't look
on a random. I do say crazy shit to people on random Facebook things.
No, like this was like on a status you made on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
And somebody made a comment making fun of Trump. You don't get a right to fucking make fun of Trump. I'm sure you voted for it, and I don't even need to ask you. It's just like. I just like.
Did you see him fucking take off pretty quickly too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's a friend of mine, one of my childhood friends, and it's like, I love the dude, but yeah, he's crazy sometimes, and it's like, don't sit and try to like post funny memes and shit and like get in on our making fun of Trump conversation.
Yeah, when you
voted for him. Yeah, exactly. Go indoctrinate your 4 children with. Religious beliefs and piss off. Anyway, I think he listens to the show. Love you, Eric. Even though your politics are shit. With this match, we all know what happened. This just made McMahon look like the heel. That's all it did.
Yeah, it made Shane look like shit, and
and Brian looked like. I mean, he did what he should have. Well, I mean, maybe not the fast cut at the end, but it just totally made Shane look like the heel, and I don't think that's what they're trying to do.
No.
And they really have, they've proven a lot lately. They just have no idea how the fans are going to react to stuff when it should be obvious.
Yeah. It also seems like they want to do a storyline with Daniel Bryan, but they don't want to at the same time. Like every time they take one step forward, they take 2 steps back. You know what I mean? Like, so they do this whole thing where for weeks where Daniel Bryan looks like he's going to be a heel. He helps Kevin Owens. And then the next time we see Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens, he's giving them shit and making them go to the ring. It's like
his first match back, if he does have a match in that company, would be against Shane. Like, really, dude, of all the people.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what we were going to do. I'm sick of watching that dude wrestle. Why is he allowed to wrestle? How old is he? He's like 50 years old.
He's 46 or something like that, is he?
I mean, he also sucks. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, let's not forget he can't throw a working punch to save his life.
He's just bad. I mean, why is this guy wrestling? What are you wrestling for? You being on something, wrestling a guy adds nothing.
Jason Jordan is a commentary on Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon.
It doesn't. Yeah, well, yeah. It doesn't add, you bring no viewers to anything when you're like going to wrestle Kevin Owens or something, or The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell. Like, what?
No, I agree. It's a shit. Well, I doubt that Daniel Bryan's going to have a match in WWE. I doubt that's going to happen at all. But I can see him facing like Cody Rhodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not.
And Styles defeated Jinder. While I slept, I fell asleep during the entrances, and I woke up like seriously right at the end, and I didn't care enough to go back.
You didn't miss nothing. No. It was a
except for Jinder's nipple.
I mean, that was the only time I ever noticed it was in that frame. You know what I mean? Who knows? That could have been like a sleight of the eye camera. You know what I mean?
Just they both are like that in that, though. Like, he's got little tits at the end of his pecs.
Maybe he does. I just don't look for him, I guess. You know what I mean?
And he's got, like, acne, like crazy on his back. It is disgusting. All his chest too. The dude's covered in fucking acne. Oh my god.
Yeah, but now mind you, we all make fun of Jinder Mahal and his titties, but The Rock is a god.
I'm not a god to me, but
no, but you know what I mean. Like to wrestling fans in general, like The Rock is like, oh fuck, The Rock is great. The Rock had titties
The Rock
too.
was entertaining.
Yes, but The Rock had titties too.
Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, he did. He probably did steroids too. A lot of these guys do. It's just like so blatantly obvious with Jinder that it's like people are like, why do you care? I'm like, it just irritates me when somebody tries to fucking bullshit you. You know, I don't like to be bullshitted about anything, anywhere. You know. Yeah. So this guy like, I'm not on steroids. I'm fucking just eating really good and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, I have no doubt in my mind that he's on something. You know,
but I don't care at the end of the day. Like, I don't care if this dude's heart is going to explode when he's 45. Fuck him, man. That's fucking.
Look at Kitamura from fucking New Japan, that young lion. He's roided to the fucking gills. I don't give a shit. Brian Cage, Brian Cage is roided to the fucking gills. Look at him.
Yeah. That's me. That's on you. It's like in real sports, it's cheating, in my opinion. Yeah. In wrestling, I don't give a fuck.
No, if you want to do it, go ahead. If it killed you, it killed you, man.
Yeah, it's your own fucking decision.
Yeah, but for a company like WWE, they have to do testing for it, just for safety reasons.
But are they doing this testing? I guess he's not using roids. He's using human growth hormone. That's the one.
Which you can get a prescription for if you've done too many.
And it's hard to fucking find that shit. I guess it's harder than in steroids.
Yeah. Well, because our body produces it anyways.
Yeah, I hope this is the end of the Jinder thing, but we'll see.
I hope so too, but I'm not going to hold my breath on it. But I mean, like he put over Triple H super clean. He's put over AJ Styles super clean the last 2 times. So it's like, I don't know, what else is there to do?
Fire him? I don't know.
They're not going to fire him. It will be in the mid card. You know what? I can live with Jinder Mahal in the mid card.
Yeah.
Look at all the shit we got in the mid card already. Baron Corbin. What would I rather, Baron Corbin and Jinder Mahal? You know what? I'll take Jinder Mahal.
Just wait until you get that fucking that story.
Dude, Stu Hart will be fucking making a trip here for sure.
They do a fucking Mojo and Baron. I guess they're both heels now, so that ain't gonna happen. Never gonna get the Baron Corbin fucking Mojo Rawley dream match, dude.
There's somebody that thinks that. It has to be.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's Clash of Champions and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, that's like, it would have been great if the show started with Clash of Champions and ended with Clash of Champions.
Yeah, we could have done it.
And everything was in between. That's like, now that's an Inception show, buddy. That's a show that nobody's doing.
The show run by fucking two, by the seat of their pants, right? 2 stoners by the seat of their fucking pants. That's all it is. All right.
Jared's Hot Takes.
Welcome to the first ever Hot Takes Corner with your boy, Jared. I got all the hot takes. Take so hot, you're going to need oven mitts, sucker. Here we go. By the way, this week brought to you by Mattel's Broken Glass in a Bag. Get your kid this holiday season what they want. It's exactly what it sounds like. Shattered glass stuffed into a bag. Here we go. Hot take 1. I know the internet's going to disagree with this. That's why it's a hot take. Hotter than cookies. Here we go. AJ Styles is a great wrestler. I know the internet's going to disagree with this one, but I'm just saying it right now. He is the man. He just went in there with transgender Mahal and had a 4-star match. The last time Jinder Mahal had anything resembling 4 stars, it was when he was a server at a restaurant. Hot take number 2, pie better than cake. Forget it. There will never be a cake as good as pumpkin pie. Suck that dick. That's what I think of cake. Suck it. You need frosting to make cake good. Pie don't need a gimmick. Pie is the gimmick. take number 3. I know everybody's shitting on this angle, but I'm 100% behind Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho in New Japan. I know. You're all against it. You're all saying they don't know how to build this story, that the WWE would have done it better. But I'm saying it right here, right now. This is the best build of the year. That's the hot takes. You want them, you got them. Even if you don't want them, you're taking them. By the way, it was brought to you by Mattel's Broken Glass in a Bag.
Jared's hot takes for the week. That's going to be a thing more times than not, so I fucking love it, dude.
I do too. It's so absurd. Broken glass in a bag.
Pie doesn't need a gimmick. It is the gimmick.
Oh,
I love this suck a dick. What the fuck? Oh my god. Jared's hot takes. A new feature here on the program. Good shit.
Yep. Forever evolving is SEL.
Yeah. Let's bust out some news here.
Yeah, in a second. Once I find it. There we go. This week in the news, Kalisto had a fight with a water bottle and he lost. Jared's out of rehab. And Vince, what is he doing? Over to you, Jim.
I'm Jim Vicious, and this is news to all of us. Let's talk about some news. What do you want to talk about? Vince McMahon sells tons of shares.
100 million worth.
And also files trademarks for XFL. He's going to do it, dude. He's going to try to bring a football league back.
He's filed trademarks for XFL and your FL. URFL. And he's what's the name of the company that he Alpha Entertainment or what was it?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Alpha Entertainment.
Which is weird.
Oh
my! Did he take that
goodness.
name from Jericho?
Yeah. The sale suggests he netted $100 million. Is there nobody around to tell this guy he is fucking crazy? And dude, if you're gonna do the XFL, honestly, it was one of the biggest failures ever. To use the same name would be insanity. To start a football league is not complete insanity.
No,
but for this guy it is.
You know what I mean?
They lost millions and millions of dollars on that shit.
Yes, they did.
Dude, this guy's crazy. They've never done anything else better. They've never had what other side business or anything they've tried to get into was ever successful. None of them.
No. The WBF, which is we should review something of that sometime.
God, that's so fucking so shitty. That was a fail. The XFL fail. Movie studio fail. TV shows Total Divas lowest ratings ever fail.
Yeah, they're not really known for anything else other than wrestling.
He's crazy.
He is. I agree. But on the upside, though, this could, draw his attention away from the wrestling a little bit.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that could be good. Without a doubt, that'll cause stock to go down, though. But I mean, whatever. It's not that. I don't know. I don't have a business degree. I can't see it being the end of the world.
After the sale, McMahon beneficially owns 32 million shares of the company's Class B common stock, which represents approximately 82.8% of the company's total voting power.
Yeah, so he's still got a lot of shares in that company.
This is fucking... Oh, they've also filed trademarks for UFL and for the love of football. This is insanity. This is insanity. Mark my words, this will be fucking awful. And it's going to be they think there's people enough, I don't know if I want to even get into it. It's a fucking... Because everything's political in this country, and we don't talk about politics here. But there are people bent out of shape that people are kneeling for the national anthem.
Right.
And by people kneeling for the national anthem, I mean black people. That's who they're pissed off, is kneeling for the national anthem. And, that's probably part of this, right?
Well, without a doubt.
You know everyone will be kneeling in the UFL or the XFL.
Or they'll have some guy come out with a whip and just start lashing you.
But it's not actual, like, it's funny because I know people in the military, people like friends of mine who've served, and there isn't a single one who has a problem with that. They realize that that's what you fought for. You fought for the freedom for people to do that if they want to do that.
Yeah.
You know, it's stupid. But anyway, this is also stupid. Vince McMahon is a crazy person, and I mean, if he's going to do what he's going to do, I guess. So.
Yeah, I mean, who am I to stop him? You know? But like the way I honestly see it is, you know, it might drive his attention away. It might kill him. You know what I mean? Who knows?
It might kill him.
You know, the guy sleeps like 4 hours a night anyways. You put a football league on top of it, the guy just might work himself to death. So.
And XFL, if it would have been handled correctly, could have actually been something.
Yeah.
But it was bad from go. It had, you know, The Rock, if you smell what the XFL is cooking, and just everything about it, they just fucking bastardized it up because football fans don't want wrestling shit in their football. That's just it. None of it. They don't want anything to do with it. They're not going to want to see Vince McMahon. They're not going to want fucking anything wrestling. You start putting wrestling shit into this, you're fucked.
Yeah, I agree.
But there's been a bunch of people who've tried to start other pro football leagues.
We had the Arena Football League.
Well, that one still is. Or is that going still? I think that's still going.
Okay.
But that got away with it because it was a different thing. You know, it was inside. It was in small, you know, areas. It had different rules. This is probably just going to be football.
Yeah, probably.
And
without that race at the beginning, because that killed people. You know, like
they think that because the NFL has super low ratings this year. Well, not super low, but lower ratings this year. That there's room for them, and it's just not the case, man. People are just not in on football as much. I used to be a hardcore football fan, and I'm still a fan of my team, but other than that, not a big football guy. Playoffs and shit, I'll watch. Playoffs? But whatever.
Yeah.
Fan throws a water bottle. Oh, he had more on that, sorry.
Well, no, like, to me, it's just like, I would imagine a lot of it is just coming, too, from a little bit of backlash from how, you know, it's coming out that football's so bad for people's heads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of that is probably a little bit of turn off from it. It's just like, so it seems a little too barbaric now.
Well, yeah, anybody who plays in whatever league this is will be signing some kind of fucking thing that waives their rights to any kind of lawsuits or anything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
But yeah, dude, fan throws a water bottle at Kalisto's face. On one hand, this person's a prick, and they should be beaten. On the other part, it being Kalisto and shit, kind of funny, man.
Apparently, he was up at like the box, the skybox. Like a video came out of the guy or something. Like he was like you seen him like take a running head start and whip the water bottle from like.
Oh really?
Yeah, from like the 100 level seating. And
I didn't see that, man.
That's I didn't see it either, but this is how it was portrayed to me. This is what what was told to me. And can you imagine a full water bottle coming to you at that point, at that force, and hitting you like knob first in the face? It's like, holy fuck!
At some point, right, the guy was so far away that you almost have to commend his accuracy. Like, that was a hell of a fucking throw, man.
It's kind of like the briefcase.
I guess they caught him though, huh?
Yes, they did. Yeah, but it's kind of like the briefcase thing. It's like, man, like a briefcase. It's not easy to hit somebody square in the jaw with a briefcase from far away.
Not even when they have a big fucking Samoan head, yeah.
Yeah, like I commend your abilities and your aiming, but man, time and place.
First hour of Christmas Raw will be commercial free. Oh, the rest holds, the glorious rest holds. So you get to watch.
That's my first thought of it too, but apparently the last time they did this, the Raw was actually really good, and this was like 5 years ago. Or about 2009 or 2011 or something like that.
How about Batista reportedly considering a return?
Wasn't it like 6 months ago he was saying he would never go back to that company?
I don't know. I mean, I fucking hope he doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, too,
to watch that guy.
Kalisto apparently got a fractured face from that, you know?
What?
Yeah. His wife came out on Instagram saying how he had to get medical attention to get stitches and a possible fracture.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude.
Can you imagine? Well, like,
I guess the guy didn't like good lucha things.
no, I
Who got
guess
in?
he apparently winded up too and just fucking biffed it, man. A full water bottle hitting your nozzle first. That's gotta hurt. It's gotta fucking hurt.
Kalisto was later heard to respond, "Ooh, goddamn." Oh my god. He's dying. He's fucking dying over there.
Who goddamn?
Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, we got that. Jeff Jarrett out of rehab after 2 months. Only 2 months for him. I thought those things were 90 days.
Probably all WWE was willing to give Jarrett.
Double J is so good at rehab, he does it in fucking 2/3 of the time.
Yeah. You see, he had to show Karen that he's better than Angle, right?
I think that bitch drives all these guys to drink. That's the thing.
That's the common denominator. It's like,
Yeah.
if you were any good at math, that will tell you she's the reason.
People want to blame wrestling. I think you have to blame her just as much as wrestling.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Come on.
I mean, you can take the stripper out of the strip joint, but you can't take the stripper out of the stripper.
Yeah. Soon, it's going to be interesting to see where Impact goes because the first taping under this new regime is coming up. So.
Yeah, and I'm not excited to see where it goes, but I do want to hear somebody say that it's good. You know?
Well, I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
Callis is in the business end, so I guess it's all on this other motherfucker.
Scott D'Amore, which Scott D'Amore's been around with Jeff Jarrett. I don't understand what Scott D'Amore's gonna bring other than, unless Jeff Jarrett kiboshed everything he said. I don't know, but other than that, I'm not really excited about Scott D'Amore.
There you go. What else do you have?
EC3 applied trademark to his name, so that tells you he's leaving right there.
Well, yeah, they let those guys do that now. So.
Well, yeah, no, but he actually, I don't know. It just seems like one of those things where he might go to the WWE, and having that trademarked himself stops them from using it or
Have you heard that Vince Russo was announced as Aero Lucha's script consultant?
Yeah, I did. That's sad. Very fucking sad.
Want to announce the signing of Vince Russo as script consultant for Aero Lucha for the December 10th show.
Bye-bye Spike TV. Definitely won't get there.
I mean, honestly, dude. Honestly.
How does... it's just wrestling. Wrestling is the only business where you can successfully tank companies and fail numerous times and still get work.
Has anybody been more outspoken against luchadors in the history of wrestling than him? Maybe Bischoff, but not even Bischoff. He hates luchadors. He hates masked guys, and yet he's going to be a consultant for Aero Lucha, a company that has lucha in its name.
That tells you how misinformed and misguided Aero.
Well, that was Conan's tweet I read right there.
I've never thought Conan was stupidly good. You know what I mean? Look who he does a podcast with. Glenn Gilberti. Fucking Glenn Gilberti.
Yeah, I think he's entertaining on there. He also does
he's entertaining, but he's the
with,
dumbest person. I hate Glenn Gilberti. I hate him with every fiber of my being. I don't care if it's a work. I still don't like it. I don't want to listen to you be a work on a fucking podcast. Really.
Shout out to Joe Feeney though.
Yeah, no, I got nothing against him.
When you started, I'm like, oh, here we go.
We all know I don't hold back, and I got nothing against Joe Feeney. I would take a job
guy.
too. I would take a job too at that. I would produce it. You know what I mean? It wouldn't stop me from doing it. But Glenn Gilberti is a goddamn fucking idiot. I hate Glenn Gilberti.
Yeah, listening to his opinion does fucking suck, right?
Watching him in TNA was horrible, Jim. We did a year of TNA with Glenn Gilberti as one of the main guys, and it is absolutely fucking dreadful. To say that this guy has any idea what's going on boggles my fucking mind. Because
I hope Joe Feeney fucking plays this on the show.
I would love it. I would love it. I would love heat from Glenn Gilberti because he's a fucking loser. And you know what? And you know what he would say about me? He would call me a mark. I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't give a shit. He is a loser among losers, and Conan is half a loser for having him on the show.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't care. I really don't care.
Tyler's hot takes.
Yeah. Olale.
I love Conan, personally.
I do too. I love listening to Conan talk. I love, like, just, he's funny as fuck. And, you know, he knows Lucha Libre. But, I mean, to hire Vince Russo means he doesn't know stories.
Well, I don't know if he's made the decision or what.
Well,
but
I mean, you'd think that he'd be able to tell him, hey, Vince Russo sucks. You know? Like,
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Dean Ambrose had surgery. He is out for a very long time.
yeah, so Jason Jordan is now part of the Shield.
Yeah, I mean, how long did you hear how long he's out? I guess the
5
story
months.
I have here doesn't. Yeah. Well, good luck with that.
Yep.
Evidently, you hear about Jericho working another show with New Japan?
I've heard he may do New Year's Dash, which is the next night, so it makes sense.
I think I heard that he'll also be working. New Year's Dash. I thought someone said something about March, actually.
March would be, isn't that their American show?
Yeah, that's what I thought I saw somebody saying that.
I don't know, maybe. It's possible.
I heard they have a 6,000 person arena for that.
I think they could probably do it or do a good job at filming it. Look how fast the Long Beach shows sold out. And like, where is this? This is in...
It's in California somewhere.
Yeah, so there you go. You know, like, we'll probably be able to do it. You know, you can get people to fly to California because California is such a nice destination, right?
Well, yeah, and dude, it's, I think that you should be able to get 6,000 in there. Also, on the topic of Aero Lucha, a little insider shit here. I don't know if he wants it announced, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Who's he?
Our homeboy, Mikey G, a.k.a. Seabass, a.k.a. fucking Dirty Ronald, a.k.a. Splash Brother, squashed by Braun Strowman. Friend of the show, multiple-time former guest. He is going to be doing shit with Aero Lucha.
Oh, nice. Good for him.
So he flies out to Nashville in a couple of weeks to be taping for the first season, he says. Now, this is interesting. We have this, and probably nobody else does. He says he has a contract for 3 seasons.
Really?
Yeah. I hope this doesn't get him in trouble. It wouldn't.
I mean, I can't see us having that much power. Unless like, they actually do put that stuff on, like, my rant on on there, and they slip this in.
No way. Mikey G's the shit. I'm glad that he's going to be on, and I'm glad that hopefully that sounds like they have some kind of deal for somewhere, right? Because at first I heard it was they were recording pilots. Well, then now if you're getting a 3-year deal.
Well, yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, it does have Russo as scriptwriter, so that 3-year deal might only be a year because it could get driven into the ground because they don't know who they're hiring.
Well, he's just a script consultant, right? So
yeah, well, you know,
he can say whatever he wants. At the end of the day, Conan is going to be the deciding factor, and maybe Russo reined in a little bit, Dare I have faith?
Come
How dare
on.
I?
Don't even give him the light of day. You are giving too much.
Listen to my words, bro.
We must
Right
have a
about
really good
luchadors now,
firewall
bro.
today. We must have a really good firewall today. We've said Vince Russo a lot of times.
Yeah. Oh, good. What else we got?
I don't have anything
Sweet.
else for news, to be completely honest with you.
Said the retirement of the great Kabuki happened in Noah.
Who did he face?
I don't even know.
Fair enough.
Dude, Orlando Jordan.
Oh,
I wanted to
right.
talk about this guy.
Yes. I totally forgot about this.
He likes the little boys, it sounds like, huh?
Yeah. Apparently that was a thing in WWE, too. He used to bring, like, 16-year-old boys around.
Evidently, well, that's the thing, is that people say he was fired from there for having a 16-year-old boyfriend.
Yeah, that's fucking creepy, man.
Yeah, he is, he's been living in Australia and wrestling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's this wrestler. It said that he preys on underage teens, and he would ask them to go to the zoo and have dinner and go to movies, and he would offer $50 to let him grab their ass. That sounds like I'd let Orlando Jordan grab my ass for $50.
I mean,
As long as people were around to protect me in case he decided like he wanted to rape me or whatever.
Yeah, because he's a big guy.
Yeah.
He could probably do it if he wanted to.
But yeah, he was released evidently in May of 2006 after he for bringing an unauthorized person with him on the road and backstage at events. And then people say it was a young male because he's openly bisexual. He has no problem telling.
Well, I mean, look at that fucking gimmick he had in TNA.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was pretty fucking over the top, huh?
Oh yeah.
Also, there's been talk about it here for like the last half of the year, but sounds like War Machine is absolutely on their way to NXT.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's happening.
I don't know what they're going to be called. Machines of War, probably. That's not bad, actually. Machines of War.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, wouldn't even be bad. I was off the top of my head, but I'd be all right with that.
yeah, you can go Machines of War, Guns of War, anything really, anything. Oh, war, right?
Yeah, they were fucking. I love that team.
I thought there was another name too going.
Ricochet.
Yeah, Ricochet. Yeah, it's supposed to be no surprise if he's the guy in the crowd at NXT Houston.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. What else do we have? I don't know. I watched. Just give a suggestion for our wrestling fan friends here. I watched Nick Mondo's new documentary.
I've seen that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Did you know that Drew Gulak's brother was that little Nick Mondo kid? I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Real? I didn't even get that. That's Drew Gulak's brother, Sick Nick?
Yeah, Rory Gulak.
What? I didn't know
The
that.
little Nick Mondo kid.
Oh, not okay.
Not Nick Mondo.
Okay.
No, the kid who like was a fan as a little kid and eventually, started doing a little Nick Mondo gimmick. It's about the stupidest fucking gimmick ever, but whatever.
It is. I was enamored by Nick Mondo when I was a kid.
Yeah, well, a lot of people were.
Like the early 2000s, downloading all this sick Nick Mondo stuff because I was a big Sabu mark, and so he looked like Sabu. So it's like, okay, and he got sick written on his forehead. He looks weird. Cool. I was all in on that.
Did you like the movie? Do you like the documentary? Or?
The documentary the religious bit I wasn't a fan of.
Yeah.
That turned me off from it, but other than that, the story of Sick Nick is cool.
Yeah, there was some weird stuff in there too, like these newly filmed. Like the end of it, I just hated. It's like old him and new him face to face, and it's like, well, this is pretentious and over the top.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought it was a good watch. It's on Amazon Prime, so
yeah. I was listening to a podcast, and I think it was Colt Cabana's podcast.
Yep.
And that's where I heard it. That's where I watched it, and I was like, oh, cool.
I listened to like 1 out of every 5 of his pods because just depending on who it is, it has to be the right person. I was like Nick Mondo, fuck, I'll listen to that.
Like the last one that he had, Alex Shelley. That one's really good.
I skipped that.
You don't really. Alex Shelley doesn't talk much. And apparently, he was asked to do that show a couple times. And he turned it down every time.
Yeah.
And so he is, he's an interesting guy.
Kind of look forward to Wrestle Kingdom here.
Oh yeah.
A little bit. What is going on with fucking Tanahashi, man?
Oh man, he's a mess. 40 hit
He
him hard.
is fucked, man.
Yeah. I will go out and say that I don't think we'll see Tanahashi much longer. I think he will probably either go away for a very long time or retire. Because 40 hit him like a tin of bricks.
He can hardly even fucking walk. I mean, you've been here before. How many times have you been here where it's like, this guy's fucked. There's no way he's going to be able to do this. And he goes out and blows you away.
I know.
But this is his leg, man, and his knee. He looks like he can barely fucking walk. So
yeah. And if he's working it, Jesus Christ, he's doing a good job.
he's a crazy man, dude. He's like fucking. He's going to the Iron Man, right?
Oh yeah.
As far as like just doesn't matter. That guy works hurt like all the fucking time.
Yeah. And so, but like this here should tell us that what's his name? Sling Blade, Jay White is going to win the Intercontinental title.
Yeah,
He's got to.
but that's a weird decision, isn't it?
Well, I mean, they do that a lot, though. You know, like the Intercontinental title is kind of like the springboard title kind of deal. Like, it can get you a lot of recognition.
But Jay White, though?
Hey, they brought him out. That's what they do, though. That's what they do in New Japan is they'll take a guy, they'll use him as a young boy, right? And then they'll send him somewhere else, and then he'll do his excursion, and then they bring him back and they push him, right? And if it fails, it fails. It just so happens that he's lucky enough to be in a position where his push came in a match against Tanahashi, where Tanahashi is just getting worse and worse and worse every day. So it just might be a blessing in disguise for him. He could win this title and just fucking be monster over in New Japan.
If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies. Did I say he dies, he dies?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, just throwing some Rocky in there. But yeah, I mean, that was really about all that's going on. And as far as this week, they had like a Young Lions thing.
Yeah.
But did we talk about the fact that they made Suzuki and Goto fucking hair versus hair?
Yeah, I don't want to see Suzuki without hair. You know, like those flames. You got to keep the flames, bro.
Yeah. It's going to be a fucking good show.
Goto seems like he'd be weird without hair, too, though.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's going to be a great show. Great show.
For sure. Preview it more next week.
On the year-end SCL.
Yeah, also the 1 year anniversary of your fucking co-hosting. Shit.
Yes. I had
so
to get crunk off Scissorp.
as the kids do.
Yeah, as the kids do.
Going to get crunked off the scissor. Yo.
YOLO.
I'll have to fucking quit my nog habit by then.
Can't interrupt with the Cody.
But yeah, that's about all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got for news.
All right. Cool. Well, let's bust through these WWE shows for the week. Spoiler alert there.
What were you saying about spoiler alert, Jim?
Spoiler alert, they're poop.
They are poop. They are
Raw.
flat
Providence, Rhode Island.
Having a hard time there, sir.
The pluses on this show. No Roman Reigns. Yay.
Yeah, where the fuck was he?
He had the week off. I guess he requested the week off in the past. I didn't. Yeah.
Fair enough, man. Can't get Christmas Day Raw off, though.
Nope.
John Cena can't get that episode off.
Well, he just doesn't care.
No. He probably doesn't even celebrate Christmas.
He probably doesn't.
No.
Christmas is a weak fabrication of man.
Let me buy a Lamborghini instead.
Yeah.
Let me sell my Ford and get sued. That's why there's no Christmas in the Cena household this year. Get sued by Ford.
Yeah. I'm just going to bust through this because I don't care and we're up against it and all that shit. We'll pick out the moments. About Brock almost fucking falling down and trying to pick up Kane's fat ass. That was awesome.
It's that pond.
What if he'd have fucking fallen on his ass right there? That would have been amazing.
Brock probably would have gotten so red.
Fat asses!
Oh my god. And then at the end of this three-way brawl, Cole says, "A monster, a man, and a beast."
Oh, that's going to be the Rumble tagline. Oh, no. That is just not good.
I fucking hate the just the name thing. We've talked about that before.
How everybody needs a nickname.
Vigilante Sting, right?
Which, they kind of stole that from TNA, though, actually. Because everybody in TNA had a nickname back in like 2005. Everybody.
Yeah. Oh, dude, what did our buddy So Divine, Lance Levine from the Shoot and the Shiznit podcast, the podcast you should check out.
Yes.
He called Randy Orton the apex narcoleptor. That popped the shit out of me.
So true, though. He's really good at putting me to sleep.
Well done.
I seen somebody say that they would that WWE should send Randy Orton down to NXT on Twitter, and it's like in my head, it's like I can't delete you off my Twitter fast enough because you're such a dumb idiot. It's like, really, you really think Randy Orton might not be the most exciting wrestler, but Jesus, NXT, really?
Yeah. I don't know. Rollins wins a fucking absurdly long match here.
Yeah,
against Jordan.
I mean, a match that was supposed to be with Samoa Joe, but Jordan asked his father for the match, and so his father gave it to him.
Are they just deciding at this point? They've just decided that his knee is just called the knee. There's no name for that knee that Rollins uses as a It's just the knee.
Yeah.
How fucking stupid is that?
I don't know. Like, just call it the knee. It could be like a French dentist, like Denis, or like real hood like Dane, Denis.
This match was super fucking long though.
Yeah, 12 minutes, and no, that's the. I was looking at the wrong match. Sorry.
I was gonna say this felt like forever.
Yeah, no, it's. Let me go to my next page. My last page.
I have no idea.
19
Whatever
minutes
it was.
and 41 seconds.
Okay. Thank you. That's fucking absurd.
Yeah, and then Angle makes a 6-man to make this match even longer.
Dude, there's nobody on this show. You know, they always talk about like, oh, they have this billion people on their roster and shit. Then why is everybody working twice on this show? Honestly, they don't have anybody. You know, like one guy's gone and that's it.
Yeah, just chaos ensues.
My office is better prepared for fucking people to be out than WWE is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's like we have one person out. I don't have to fucking do they're all their shit and my shit. We all fucking we have a plan. These assholes don't. No. Anyway.
Especially it's not like they didn't know Roman wasn't going to be there. It's not like the day happened. It's like, oh, Roman didn't show up. What do we do? It's like we've known this for weeks.
Yeah. We get to Balor.
Yeah. We get the horrible debut of a Tommy.
Oh.
God awful.
Well, he hated it?
I did.
Did he look out of shape to you?
Yeah. That's why I hated it. Because you got a Tommy. You've been fucking building this up. You know, hit the gym. Come on. You know?
Oh my god. Fucking Balor though. And it's funny too because they list the former championships of these two guys beforehand. Not them. Dallas and Curtis.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't list the former championships of two dudes who are just going to be made to look like geeks.
Right.
2-on-1.
Right.
Like, why would you even say Bo Dallas is a former NXT champion in a match where he's just going to be made to look like a fucking fool?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. That makes that belt look stupid.
It does. It really does. You know what else is really stupid? Tommy is a super face on Raw, and he's a heel on 205 Live. Like, what?
Whatever you get over as, well, not in his case because he never got over, but whatever you usually get over in NXT, you're the opposite in WWE. Pretty much. Not always, but pretty much.
Yeah, because they've got to make it their own, right? Because it's got to be better than NXT.
Yeah. I thought him as a heel was his best chance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I think so as well. So, the fact that he's on 205 Live as a heel, it's a blessing in disguise, but it's stupid how they got there.
I'm telling you, man. I threw that idea out a while back, and I still feel like it's the way for WWE. A Japanese
faction.
Fucking Bullet Club-ish faction with all these Japanese guys would be such a good idea.
Just going around taking people out, just caused
Where
them
they
havoc.
know, dude. Everybody knows Japanese wrestling is better than American wrestling, right? So
Yeah.
that's what they'll say. They fucking wear suits. They look like what are those gangbanging motherfuckers from Japan?
The
The Yakuza.
Yeah. Well, like, and think about it this way, Jim. You got the best from Noah, which is Atami. Not the best from New Japan, but without a doubt the most charismatic from New Japan, Nakamura. And then
What's
you have
Tozawa?
what's that? Tozawa, who was Dragon Gate. So like you've got your three guys that headed three companies, all in one fucking.
Do they have
group.
any other Japanese guys?
Who cares? Asuka,
Well, no,
the greatest.
Oh, I was thinking that too. Yeah.
Right, like, and she's one of the best female Japanese wrestlers. So it's like, look at this stable that's right in front of you guys, that you could just, it's the elite just being more elite than what the elite is. You know what I mean? It just tells the story.
I'm telling you, it would be fucking huge. It would be fucking huge. You would
they
sell
wore
T-shirts
suits.
of whatever it was.
Yeah, and they wore suits.
Like fucking crazy.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And the nice thing with that Sanity this week on NXT proved, right? So Wolf is out. Doesn't fucking matter when you have a group like that. The other guy pops in. It's a nice, and I like the idea of a woman being with a group as well.
Yes.
I think it'd be the thing. They come in, they're just cocksuckers.
Yeah. Well,
they kick everyone's ass. We're better than fucking everybody. Everyone knows Japanese wrestling is the best wrestling.
Yeah. And then you can insert yourself into multiple storylines having a female in your group too.
I feel like you would probably need a mouthpiece. For
without
them,
a
though.
doubt. Just not something.
I don't know who you would. I mean, he was like, if Heyman wasn't doing what he's currently doing, how good would Heyman be for that?
Heyman would be good, but he also requests to work only with Brock.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you could do. I would if
What'd you
Nigel
get for a
McGuinness
mouthpiece for this group?
If Nigel McGuinness wasn't so nasally, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I'd go with Nigel McGuinness maybe, but
British?
honestly, I wouldn't be totally turned off with Triple H being their mouthpiece.
Ugh.
I would, if he had nothing to do but being their mouthpiece, I can live with that.
Well, but he can't come out and
No.
be this like pro Japanese wrestling fucking.
I know.
That needs to be the. And in the end, you'd have to. They wouldn't have the humility to do this angle. That's the thing, right?
No.
I mean, they wouldn't be able to have these guys be the top thing in the company, or Japanese guys who are fucking trying to prove that Japanese wrestling's the best.
Yeah.
But to me, that'd be a fucking total money idea.
And you know what, though? I wouldn't be opposed to AJ Styles being like a leader in there. Because AJ Styles can talk. He spent a lot of time in Japan.
Yeah.
Really, you could say that he rounded them up while they were in WWE.
I feel like it needs to be a Japanese guy
But then you got...
who can talk. Or somebody who's really associated with Japan.
Name me one Japanese guy that can talk in America.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Right? There isn't one. You can't do
I
it.
don't know. It doesn't have to be Japanese. I mean, you could, as long as he's Asian looking,
So we're going back to this now. I watched Santa with Muscles, okay, for the Federation this week. Ed
Okay.
Leslie plays sumo Japanese guy. Ed fucking Leslie.
That's another gimmick. I forgot that gimmick when I went through all his gimmicks. But no less. That was a random little thing to get off on, but I feel like that to be the case. Let's see. Yeah. What else we got here? Fucking.
Well, they went really nothing. Yeah, bloody Drew Gulak, cock blocking Enzo Amore.
Yeah. Also, side note here. Since they're not doing anything with Balor, how about a Balor Tommy tag team? I'd get behind that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel like attaching a Tommy to him though is like putting a wart on him. The Tommy is just
Take this guy who can't speak English at all.
yeah, and like looks like he can't lift anything over his head. Can't move even.
Yeah, but-
his shoulders don't even look like they go up all the way.
But Balor is, Balor's over at least.
Yeah. But I mean, does that get a handicap kid over? That's the Tommy's equivalency now. Like fuck.
Yeah. Alexander delivers a awful promo. Like I thought the way how decently he managed to deliver it was almost commendable, but the promo itself was complete fucking dog shit.
Yeah, no, like it's on par with Alicia Fox's promo tonight, and yeah, it's
Probably written by the same fucking jabroni.
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. Just it's like one of those things where you just got a computer to write it for you.
Yeah. They had this match though with dude, Enzo's on commentary, and I had to fast forward it. I could not take it. He just did not stop talking the whole time.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch this match because of him on commentary.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
No. That's the fancies of watching not live.
Yeah.
If it's that bad, I'm not gonna watch it unless it's like train wreck bad.
Gulak interrupts him talking to Naya, and I thought Gulak was great in that segment.
Yes, I agree.
Personally.
I agree. It kind of took the awkwardness of Nia Jax and Enzo Amore, because it does feel really awkward, and it just added a little bit of comedy to it, and it was just uplifting. It made me feel better.
Yeah, we had Asuka defeating Alicia Fox, but sold around for her a bunch. The crowd did not give a fuck. Just, dude, another casualty of the main roster already, maybe?
Yeah.
Are we there yet?
No. Asuka?
Are we getting close there?
No, not yet.
Are we going in that direction at least?
I think that when you look at the WWE's audience, they only cheer for who they really know. Asuka hasn't really been there long enough for, because you know how many idiot casual fans are watching this, you know? And it's like, they see Asuka, and I'm sure a little bit of it is, I don't care about a Japanese lady. Another little bit of it will be fucking, I want to see John Cena. Oh, like, give me Dean Ambrose.
If you're over the age of 12 and have a dick, like, you're into the Asuka. There's like that look. Dude, that look. She gives the look when she gets in the ring. That's like, that's the look.
That's the look. That's the look that I want every girl to give me. That's the look.
Yeah, right.
I'm down.
It's like
okay.
Fucking, my missus doesn't fucking look at me like that. And rightfully so. You shouldn't look at me like that, because, I mean, fuck, but.
You know what's going to happen if you look at me like that.
But, no less. What else we got?
What do you think? You notice how they've been staying away from the Asuka lock? And she's beating everybody with arm bars. And the whole Women's Royal Rumble and Ronda Rousey.
You know it too.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. I did think it was funny that the commercial that they had here and SmackDown to get you to watch Total Divas, which is on a slump of ratings lately, is will Maurice eat this piece of prime rib? That is your hook for the episode. That's like, hey, you should watch this to see if this French cunt eats a piece of meat.
You're missing something, by the way. Did you notice that at the very end of that promo? She actually eats
Jesus
meat.
Christ. 5-star podcast.
Did you know that at the end of that promo, she actually eats meat?
Yeah, because I watched the show.
No, the fucking promo showed it.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, so like, they wanted you to...
Well, then that's stupid.
Exactly. It ends with her putting
That's even stupider then.
That's what I mean. Holy fuck, these guys are bad. They can't even sell a TV show. Can't even sell
I watched the show. I mean, there was other moments you could have fucking used for it, but whatever. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Whatever. Dude, how about this? How about the Snickers flashback, which that's in itself is like really the Snickers flashback. Side note, Snickers. We'll do a segment. We'll have the Snickers fucking whatever on here.
High time Snickers Munchies Hour.
The Snickers flashback, it just happens to be Jericho's debut at Raw. Interesting timing?
I think not. Or, well, yeah, it is. It's definitely... It's why they're putting Rey Mysterio stuff all over their website. You know?
The guy who's got fucking the biggest, built match right now in the fucking wrestling. And, our flashback just happens to be him.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Piggyback, baby, piggyback.
Yeah, we have the Ambrose, finally, going the angle of the injury. I guess he's been injured for a while, so.
Yeah.
There was nothing really there.
Nope.
Matt Hardy was in the Fortress of Solitude playing chess with Napoleon Bonaparte, who is now a goldfish.
Which, dude, they're doing it.
They're letting him go.
They're letting him go, man.
Yeah, they're letting him go. What in the fuck is going on, dude?
I love it. Dude, I can't explain to you why I thought him playing chess with a goldfish was so great, but I did.
It's like one of the top 3 things on the show is like, oh yeah, he's a fucking 40-year-old guy with no hips, who acting like some deranged character playing fucking chess with the ghost of Napoleon Bonaparte as a fish.
It's so absurd.
Because pro wrestling.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's so good.
This is wrestling.
Yeah, King Maxwell raises his hands. But speaking of this wrestling,
I was hoping that he was going to be playing chess with fucking Maxwell, dude. Oh.
That would have been cool.
Maxwell needs to be not Maxwell. He needs to be fucking Broken Matt as a baby. He needs to be Broken Matt version.
Nice. Mini Matt.
Yeah.
Mini woke.
I feel like there needs to be a promo where he's like, talking about his childhood or something, and it's fucking, it's Maxwell as young Broken Matt. That'd be amazing.
It would be, that would be pretty fucking cool, I must say. Jimmy, you're on to something. You should call him.
I'm on to a lot of things, man. These motherfuckers.
We all know you got Matt Hardy's phone number. You should give him a call.
Yeah, just give him a call. Hit him up.
Yeah.
What else we get? Oh,
the return of the revival.
Cunts.
What?
Well, we had the cunt of cunts getting out of a limousine.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm officially submitting to everyone's approval that she'll be the cunt of cunts on this show from now on.
Oh, you cunt! What a cunt!
Like the king of kings, she is the cunt of cunts. I like it.
I think it's got a certain. It flows off the tongue.
It just feels good to say.
It does.
And after 20 years, people still show up with the exact same limo shot, dude.
Yeah, lame as fuck.
They've never changed that ever. It's still the same thing.
Yeah, it's something that they did once, and Vince liked it, and now it's something that we do all the time. Whenever anybody arrives, they arrive late.
Yeah, holy shit, I just looked at the time. We need to move! I don't know. Yeah, Angle.
I don't know where you are.
Rhino?
Yeah, there you go. The revival returned.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, motherfucker.
Yep. Clank for top
I like
guys.
those guys. Dana Brooke faking like she can write backstage in a business.
I thought it was Dana as Miss Keebler.
Oh, yeah, no
Miss
shit.
Hancock
Same difference.
when she was dancing on the fucking tables.
If Miss Hancock looked like fucking Miss Piggy or something.
Yeah, she's definitely no...
And I'm not saying she's fat. I'm saying her face looks like a fucking pig's face. I'm saying she's got a pig face.
She looked like she choked on food. Or knows somebody that did.
The Booker gets into an argument with Cole because Cole's saying that like the revival remind him of the Express, and he's like, "Oh, that's terrible." And he goes through it and he's like, "Oh, if anything that reminded me of Harlem Heat." And Graves just, dude, comes in with these guys are way better than Harlem Heat were. Fucking pop so hard for that. Like, Graves, you son of a bitch. That is good.
That is good. Now, Jim, I want to cut you off because...
You know what I want? I want to talk to Samson.
Elias. He's got shut down by women.
How about Sasha Banks with her new, very curly purple hair?
Well, with her new wig?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, no.
As long as it doesn't fall off while you're fucking her, I have no problem with it.
That's true. Yeah? That's true. She did look very seductress.
You can wear whatever kind of hair you want, as long as it stays on your fucking head while we're boating. It's cool. So I'm good with it.
And it's not a bush down there.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
No, yeah, not really. Yeah. He refuses to hug Bailey.
Yeah, that's good. We have this women's dude. I mean, fuck, the match was stupid. Anyway, the whole brawling. And Steph's music hits. They stopped brawling, dude.
Yeah, I was like, Mom's coming.
Then she comes down wearing fucking stilts. Who says she's way taller than all of them?
Yeah,
And
man suit.
yeah, and towers over all of them, and announces the women's battle royal or Royal Rumble, excuse me. We've all seen coming, and evidently these chicks were in the dark on this. They say that's what was going around.
Say it. I don't believe it.
I don't know, man. Who knows?
Believe it. They played Stephanie McMahon on the fucking Tron.
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe they thought she was coming out for something and they didn't know what. But it's like, how do you not see that coming, dude? We've been saying this for months.
Exactly.
All the booking has led up to this. If you don't know that, you're a fucking idiot. But then she also demands that the crowd does a yes chant. It's like, this deserves a yes chant. And then they did it. These cucks. I hated this. I fucking hated this whole thing.
Yeah, she's... Like I said on Twitter, I'm over Stephanie McMahon. I can't even... I'm not even going to bother trying to find a reason to argue. You know? It's just...
What a pile of shit.
Yeah, this is horrible. She needs to go away, never come back. Stay behind the curtain.
Yeah. Fuck. Dude, this is just the worst. SmackDown, let's... quick through this bullshit. If anyone has seen Ty Dillinger or has any information leading to his whereabouts, please contact his family. They're worried about him.
Call 1-888-628-5438.
Call 1-900-909-9900.
Never attend. All nine.
That's the WCW hotline number right there, motherfucker.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you damn right it is.
Fuck yeah.
That's all I roll on. All right. What do we get here? Yeah, we talked about Benjamin and
we've talked about a lot. We talked about the Bryan and Shane stuff. We've talked about the Benjamin and the Usos match.
How about this Charlotte in the ring? She watches the video about the women's royal, and then she's just like deadpan. She's like, "Wow, that video package was amazing. I'm standing here with goosebumps."
Yeah. And then
Just
Naomi comes
deadpan.
out. Naomi comes out and she calls her Glow, and I barfed.
Yeah, this is where I took the note of if you're not talking to the crowd, then you should not even be doing this in the ring, because it's just Evans this whole thing. So
this screamed presentation.
Yeah, Charlotte and Naomi beat Riot and Logan with shitty Liv Morgan outside. She's so shitty that they don't even put her in the matches.
Did you notice that this is just carbon copy from Raw, right?
Sure it is.
It's
sure
just not a six-man. It's just a tag team.
Yeah. I did enjoy this comedy match with New Day and Rusev in English. I thought it was fucking great.
I'm with you on that too. Rusev Day all the way.
Yeah. The backstage thing and the match, I guess.
Yeah, all
Remember
of it.
the Ziggler puts the belt down?
Yeah, so I'm guessing he forfeits the title?
He's supposed to be, the deal is he's going to be off TV, but still working house shows. Cool.
Yeah, so it's
I don't know.
what he did before.
If they go a direction of he gives up the belt, then that's even stupider. That's like retarded on top of retarded. Doesn't make any sense. Having him win it was dumb, but if you're just going to have him like forfeit it, that's even dumber.
Yeah, it's not intriguing me, and I don't care. So, you know what I mean?
Why would you care about Dolph Ziggler? Nobody cares about Dolph Ziggler.
If they made him the reason why he put it down in an intriguing way, you can almost do it. You know, I wonder what that meant. But it literally just puts it down. It's like Undertaker dropping his gloves. It's like, come on, man. This was done like last year.
And dude, Ziggler on this too is great. Like he's giving it 110%, and the crowd just does not care at all. No one cares.
No, because this character is
uncomfortable. Yeah, it's dead. Dude needs to just go away.
Yeah.
I think he will probably after his contract's up. I think he's unhappy genuinely.
Well, we were saying this last time he had a contract, but his contract, he only signed a contract like a year ago, so he's still got like 2 years. So like,
you got to figure out what to do with this guy for 2 years. Good luck.
What's he going to do? What Neville tried to do? Because we'll never see Neville unless he comes back to the WWE.
Why he can't get out of his shit?
No, that's they want to lock him in for the rest of his contract, and he won't be able to do Really, he'll still be getting paid. It just won't be on TV.
That's cunty as shit. Why would you do that?
Well, because they want. Apparently, they have been close a time or two of bringing him back, but they couldn't really hammer it out.
Why don't you just let the guy go if he wants to go?
I know, but
I mean, like, that's just cunty shit. I heard somebody asked Triple H this week what he thought about the Jericho and Omega thing.
yeah,
And the response is hilarious, dude. Oh my god, he's like, you just hear the cuntiness coming out of him.
what did I didn't hear it.
He's like, oh, it's great for no, he's like, oh, it's good for them, good for New Japan, and but you could just tell, like, he fucking hates it, you know?
It's like, I can't take credit for this.
Yeah, he's a cunt.
He is a cunt. His wife's a cunt. He's a cunt. Their kids are probably cunts.
Jesus. Well, yeah, I'm sure they are.
Yeah, come on now.
Wait for that, dude. Wait until the next generation of McMahons are in the fucking shows. Oh,
look at those sons of Shane's. They are cunts too. Just laughing at their father falling. Just like, fuck you, little cunt.
You guys suck.
You might break the record for most cunts in an episode.
Yeah, that's good. Gotta fucking, set the bar high.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's really nothing else after this, eh? Like, the show just.
Oh, that comedy match. There was some good spots in there.
Yes, I agree.
I enjoyed that. So, like, Rusev and English construct this big pile of pancakes and put, like, whipped cream and all this shit on it, and they're gonna slam Woods' face into it. And Woods sells it like it's a giant fucking spike or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking amazing. I love that shit.
Yeah, no, you expect stuff like this around Christmas,
And the side note of this, Woods pins English, and did you catch this? I tweeted it out. I'm like, somebody please fucking gift this, and they did.
Why his
our
tap
listeners,
to
shout
him,
out
when he pinned
when
him?
he spits pancakes out of his mouth into fucking onto English's face.
Yeah.
What is that? The fuck is that?
Oh man, that's funny though. It's obviously
The camera
something
quickly cut away from it, dude.
I'm sure English knew he was going to do it.
I don't know, but the producers didn't because they cut away from it.
No, but I mean, what the producers don't know, don't hurt them, right?
That was fucking awesome. And then you had your fucking tag main event, Naka pin Zayn. So.
Yeah. Whatever.
What's that?
That match was nothing. Like,
nothing.
we're ignoring the fact Jinder Mahal was even in that match.
Yeah. NXT, we talked about most of it. Other than that, Heavy Machinery's out trolling for food. Get it, they're fat. Then fucking what's his nuts tries to pick up Sabatelli's Maserati. Why do all these guys' feuds revolve around his car?
Because
it's not even that awesome of a car. It's a Maserati. I mean, is it like a better car than I have? Sure, but is it like anything? No, it's like an older Maserati.
Well,
it's always over.
It's all that people with money care about, right? So.
Yeah, unless fucking Dozovich is flipping this thing over at the end of this angle, count me out on that.
Yeah.
Moon and DeVille next week for the belt for some reason.
It's weird.
It shows you how unplanned that whole thing was that these chicks all still have matches on NXT.
Yeah, no, definitely. You also, like, we get the 4 men are announced too because Lars Sullivan wins his match.
Does he have a new entrance? I fucking dug it, dude. When he gets in the ring, they have, like, him backlit, and it's just his silhouette. Is that new?
I think they've done it a couple times now. But
it looks fucking awesome.
It is good. They're doing a lot of good work. They're doing a lot of good work with Lars Sullivan.
Except for letting him fucking talk, like, last week or whatever.
I like it when he uses the big words. I love it.
He's got a speech impediment and shit.
That's new.
What do you mean that's new?
He hasn't always had a speech impediment, has he?
I don't know. I saw him talking on there like 2 weeks ago to the fake reporters, and he had a fucking Cindy Brady thing going on.
Fair enough.
And nothing against it, but, because if you will, Dusty had the fucking one of the greatest talkers ever had a speech impediment, and it was awesome.
Because I remember when he first came out, he was like talking and using all these big words. And like, that was his gimmick. He was like the big monster that was smart.
That's a stupid gimmick. Isn't it? I think it is. I think he's way better off as like Escape from a fucking laboratory monster.
Oh, without a doubt.
But this match here, Lars Sullivan and Roderick Strong, was our Stu Hart stretcher of the week this week.
Well, you see, I really, if I was doing Stampede here today, here in Canada, Calgary, they're not in Edmonton because they ban wrestling, right? But I would, the first couple of people I would hire, one would be Lars Sullivan because he can do a bear hug like no other. I would love to be in that bear hug at night. I wish, I can't remember my wife's name, but I wish she would hug me like that. Martha, maybe? Helen? I can't remember. But never had sex with the one that's my daughter. It's just my wife, just my wife. But I love bear hugs, and I love it when men get hard while giving me a bear hug. Maybe a reverse bear hug, maybe in the future for me and Lars Sullivan on in a Motel 6 or Cloud 69. But I gotta go book a match with Kamala's foot against Bruiser Brody, and I'll see you guys the next week. Toodaloo, Merry Christmas, fuck you.
Wrestling in Heaven fucking sounds awesome, man. Wallace Foot versus fucking Bruiser Brody in a chain match. How will the foot swing the chain? Nobody knows.
Bruiser Brody just wraps the chain around the foot and just beats other wrestlers with it. Take the diabetes foot. Boom.
Fuck, the Street Profits had a video. Also, one of our friends, B-Rad, pointed out that the logo for Undisputed Era is Alexander Hammerstone's logo completely just spun upside down.
Who's Alexander Hamilton?